I have failed. I have let alcohol take over my life for the last 20 years. A lot of friendships have been ruined. A lot of relationships have been broken, some beyond repair. Started in high school. I let people influence me. I put myself in positions that I should not have been in. Friendships were lost. Partied at my college away, $20,000 just to go to a D1 school. I wanted to be a lawyer and I got in with the wrong crowd. I let alcohol take over. Partying was more important. I literally was partying every single night. Dropped out a year and a half into school, got a job. I got in with the wrong crowd there too. Just continued drinking. I turned 21 while I was working there. Showed up one time when I probably shouldn't have. My boss sent me home and I was like, well, that's really embarrassing. In that position, I could have done better. I could have built my career within that company and it probably would have done something for me. But I chose again, drinking was more important. But then again, me being young, people probably didn't think of me driven to be better. I was one of the better employees. I just partied too much so people didn't take me serious. Well, what's Megan doing tonight? How is she gonna show up to work tomorrow? As we get through this video, please think about and then comment below how alcohol has affected your life. Moved different branches, hoping like that would, give me a different opportunity. Nope, that didn't happen either. Went to a totally different institution to work. And then again, nobody wanted to give me a promotion and let me do better or just climb the ladder. And that was my goal, was to climb the ladder, but alcohol held me back. I was just too worried about when was my next drink? When was our next party? Got married and life happened. Our marriage was revolved around alcohol. We went to Vegas to get married. 21 of us went. Greatest time, but then again, it was literally just revolved around alcohol. I was so hungover on my wedding day that now I don't know if it was nerves or being hungover. It's disgusting. I was so sick, I couldn't even get through the wedding dinner because I had to get that freaking dress off. So I had one of my friends take me up and help me get out of my dress. And then, right back in the night partying it away. All the issues that came with being in Vegas. It's a little touchy subject. People didn't talk for a couple of weeks because of the drama that alcohol had caused and how people got irritated with each other. Fast forward to our reception. Again, it was just how many cakes can we get? How many bottles of wine can we get? We have to have champagne. People were wasted. It was embarrassing. The night just gets wasted away and you don't really remember any of that. And what a waste of careers and education and special events. So many friendships have been ruined because of alcohol, and unfortunately I am to blame for a lot of those. So friendships, which is a really hard one for me. A lot of friendships have been ruined. A lot of relationships have been broken. Some beyond repair. All because of stupid alcohol. It's we have to go out and we have to drink. We have to drink. And then all of these frustrations come to surface that have been building up for the last 2 years and then they explode. And then it was all because of alcohol. It brought it out. And that friendship is literally completely broken. I put myself in situations that, I regret. I can only hope for the best for those people that I'm no longer friends with. Your friends that you thought were your friends maybe actually weren't your friends when you look back at all of this. And unfortunately, that's, I think, what hurts the most, is you thought these people were your friends and they just helped you make the wrong decisions. When that party ends, you really find out who your true friends are. Families have been shattered. Our families, for one, there's so much brokenness to it. Nobody can get along. Alcohol literally is the go-to. You have to drink if you want to put up with somebody, and then it's hard to tolerate certain people if you're not drunk around them. And it's just hard because then it's well, I don't want to put myself in that position anymore. So I'm going to set boundaries. We started setting boundaries, and that's hard too because you don't want to take yourself away from your close friends and family, but at the same time, you have to do what's best for you and your family. Since I stopped drinking July 10th, I'm still going strong. I have literally been circling all these things in my brain that I wish I could do differently. I can only be a better mom. Yeah, my kids literally had a stupid mom in the beginning. And for 7 or 6 years of, my oldest life, it was around friends just drinking. It was the cool thing. Oh, we can be friends because, you drink too. Let's have some wine together. Happy hour. Okay, let's just get together and get drunk together and let our kids just play. Just always revolved around alcohol. And it's kind of lonely now. I was thinking about it. We left a movie the other night, and I was telling my husband, we used to go to movies all the time with our friends. We'd, do the VIP, or we'd bring our own stuff. And then we'd either hit a happy hour before or after. And, it's really embarrassing. We both admitted that we actually have fallen asleep during movies because of it. What do you do with your friends now? Happy hour was the go-to thing. Like, hey, you want to grab a beer last minute? Hey, you want to go get a drink? Now you're trying to shift yourself from those fun habits. And where are your friends at? What do people do? Honestly, that's the question. Does it have to be lonely because you don't drink alcohol? Well, right now it kind of is definitely more lonely and quiet. Repairing myself, repairing my family, that's the number one thing. I can't sit and dwell on what I've lost out on. Alcohol held me back. It's embarrassing, it's humiliating, and all the things just go through my brain. How many camping trips did I ruin? Because I'd pass out super early, and my husband and kids would just continue on with the day and have fun and be like, oh, Megan, you missed out on so much. Well, that's stupid. Everything, concerts. I went to my first concert, my first rock concert, and my first sober concert, those two combined. Everybody around me was wasted. I'm like, oh my gosh, that used to be me. So now alcohol, I can smell alcohol like I can smoke. And it smells I told one of my friends, it smells like a stale bar floor when you're the sober one now. I literally left that concert under $50. That's tickets included, parking, and some food and some water. Usually over $200 for the whole entire thing, and that's not including tickets. I'm not better than any of those people at the concert. I've been there, I've done that. It's just funny because you see the drama start being created. The longer the concert goes on and people start fighting, people start having to get taken out of the concert. And that was me. And I don't want to be that person again. We came home, remembered the whole entire concert. Yes, my ears were ringing, but got up. Nope, there was no fighting. No, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? Was he gonna be mad at me? Him having to remind me of how ridiculous I was the night before. But no, there was no fighting. It was peaceful. That was our first concert together, or our second concert together, our first concert sober. It was nice waking up not hungover and being able to remember a concert that I paid for. And I even worked out the next day. Doing 75 hard has changed my life. For years, my husband begged for me to do it with him, and I was like, I'm not gonna quit drinking, are you crazy? And then I did. So July 9th was my last day drinking. July 10th, haven't had a drink at all. I can plan on continuing. My next big goal is 180 days. So for those of you that have been following and I've inspired, that support me, that have we've just been encouraging each other, I truly, really appreciate all the kind words. Because it's not easy changing. It's not necessarily some of us might be considered alcoholics. I don't know. Everybody has their own version of being an alcoholic. Me, I just really depended on alcohol to calm me or to get me through events. I did not have withdrawals when I quit drinking. I just want to throw that out there because I've had a lot of those questions. No withdrawals. I don't know if it's craving. In the first 2 to 3 weeks, yes, it was hard for me because I didn't know how to calm my overstimulation. And then I had my first camping trip in there, so that was aggravating. I think for me, it was more just shifting my mindset, which this is all about shifting your mindset. It's mental toughness. If I didn't do this challenge, I don't know if I could look back and realize how ridiculous alcohol was in my life. I can apologize over and over and over to all the people that I've hurt, or my alcohol has affected in some way somehow, but all I can do is move forward and keep inspiring those that are watching me and supporting you in whatever way I absolutely can. I know it's not easy because you're changing your life. You're breaking a habit that has been a part of your life for at least for me, for 20 years, literally 16 to 36 years. That's 20 years. If you just keep with it and you can get through it and you find your reason why you don't want to drink anymore, bettering my family, being a better mom. I want to be, a better role model for my children than what we grew up with. It's no dig to anybody, but you know, it's literally what I want to do for my kids. I know that I have made my grandma so proud. So when I say stop, stop the way you want to stop. Don't stop because somebody wants you to stop. Stop for yourself, and I think that'll be the easiest for you getting outdoors, like finding something. Like me, I will drink black coffee. I will drink bubbly water, club sodas. I'll make smoothies now. Like, it's anything in place of alcohol because it's just something different. Going on walks in the evenings. In the beginning, I thought I was gonna miss the patio drinking. I honestly will make up coffee or tea and go sit on the patio with my kids now. And I can go to bed feeling good and wake up and get my day going. 20 years, alcohol has taken over my life, but I can promise myself that I will not be that person ever again. Just think about where you see yourself without alcohol. I mean, I know some of you naysayers are like, oh, you fuddy-duddy, you're boring, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? I'm finding a different way not to be boring, and I'm not drinking. Like, I can meet with my friends now and have coffee. Yeah, I don't have the random 7 p.m. phone calls like, hey, let's hit happy hour, or Friday afternoon, like, I'm home with my family now. And my kids, I think, absolutely like this version of their mom better than the old version. And please keep commenting and sharing your stories with me. I want to hear those stories. I love engaging with you guys because it makes us all get through this together. I'm here to help. I hope you will like and subscribe, and please comment below. I want to know what your thoughts are, what your story is, and we can get through this together.